Give honor to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ this morning. Thank God for blessing us at this time in this very moment. Thank God for my lovely wife. Over 17 years. Reverend, you please stand. Recognize you to keep me in line. Amen. The Bible tells us, you single guys out there, it's not good to be alone. Amen. Amen. I want to thank Pastor Carter again this morning. Blessed me to give me the opportunity to come and speak to y'all today. Amen. And I'm going to thank Sister Carter for being so kind-hearted and so caring for me and my wife since we've been here. I was telling somebody this other day that they're the most sweetest people you can meet. Am I right about it? We shout this church, then we shout. Help us today. Well, thank God also for my guests that came to visit out with me this morning. And will y'all please stand right quick. Amen. Amen. My guests, just stand for a second. Amen. 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 You may be seated. Thank you. God bless you. We talked on last Sunday, Pastor Francis talks about, I think it was the grace of God and on his people. He favored his people. Yeah. I think it was Genesis chapter 1 and verse 5 to 22. We talked about in the evening service, 3:30 service anniversary, Pastor Walker talked about the grace of God with the Apostle Paul. Book of Acts. If y'all don't mind, y'all please come and go with me with the book of Romans. All right. For a moment. And say amen after you arrive there. Amen. You know, I always tell my congregation that you can't leave home without the sword. You might not never know you need to do battle with the devil. Amen. You should have brought your sword with you this morning. Let's turn to chapter 8, Romans 8. Beginning at verse 24. I will read you all from the King James Bible, NIV Bible, New Testament Bible. All right. And mine read as follows. For we are saved in the hope, but hope is not, ill seed is not hope. Not hope, no. For what those one shall hope for what he sees. All right. In verse 25 it says, all right. But if we hope for what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with perseverance. Yes. Verse 26 it says, likewise the Spirit also in our weaknesses, for we do not know what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit makes intercessories for us with groaning which cannot be uttered. In verse 27, it says, how he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because it makes intercessories for the saints according to the will of God. And finally, verse 28, it says, and we know that all things, y'all didn't hear me this morning, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and is called according to his purpose. You may sit and seated. Thank you. May God have a blessed endurance of his most holy word. And also give a hand to the great choir back here right quick. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Amen. Amen. Greetings to Mount Olive Baptist Church. All right. Not Pastor Plowden, the minister, not for men, neither about men, but Jesus Christ and God the Father who raised him from the grave. And all the brethren that are with me here at Mount Olive Baptist Church this morning, amen. Grace be to you and peace from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My teachings and my preaching of the gospel today is not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but is proven by the reasoning and of the Spirit of God's power. God's power. Let me see a show of hands and know you've been saved by the power of God this morning. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Thank you, God.
So we're going to use and take from this text this morning the power of prayer. The power of prayer is our subject this morning.
Yes, sir.
Now, my brothers and sisters in Christ, my fellow ambassadors,
All right.
this pencil here has no lead to it.
All right.
It's just like we, as God's people, if we don't have God in our life is pointless.
All right.
Pointless. Now that God has saved us after putting us out of the mortar clay.
All right.
Then he took out his hose and he hosed us down with his grace and cleansed us with the blood of Jesus Christ.
All right. All right. All right.
Now, this hope that we have through faith in Christ Jesus, in this present time, when we pray, we have hope, but we do not see. Am I right? Hebrews 11 chapter and verse 1 tells us, faith is a substance of hope, though, in the things that not seen. And it says here, it says, substance.
All right.
Material things.
All right.
Or stuff.
All right.
It says here. So then, my brothers and sisters, if we have no hope, then we have no future.
All right.
Y'all hear me this morning? If we don't have no hope, then we have no future. We are not talking about, watch me now, Obama and Michelle.
All right.
They no longer in the White House. Y'all get that later. Hope. We're talking about hope now.
Yeah.
The power of prayer. For we walk what? Not by faith, but what? By sight, but what? Faith. By faith.
Come on.
And then it says here, then we eagerly, anxious.
Yes, sir.
We think about it. We get ready.
Yeah.
We can't wait to receive it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
But we have to wait on God to answer our prayer.
Yeah.
The Bible tells us, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage. He will strengthen your heart. Wait on the Lord, I say, wait. With perseverance.
Come on.
Which means to be steadfast.
All right.
And doing things despite of difficulties.
All right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
For faith does not make things easy, but faith makes those things possible.
Yeah.
In other words, if we have no vision,
Come on.
we have no future.
Yeah. My God.
And vision not seeing things as they are right now, but vision is seeing things what they look like in the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We talk about the power of prayer. For prayer, it says here, of the righteous man, for what prevail is much. Prevail, it says to triumphs.
All right.
Victorious, it says. Persevere.
Yeah.
All right.
Much power.
Much power.
The Bible tells us, it says, I was young at one time. But now I'm old, Pastor. Have not never seen the righteous forsaken, nor the seed begging for bread. Never. The Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 4 and 4 that men cannot live on bread alone, by what? Every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. But the
Preach the word today.
My brothers and my sisters.
Yeah.
Does it say it's in your Bible or your holy Bible?
All right.
Anybody have a Bible?
Yeah.
If it ain't holy, it's your holy Bible.
All right.
It says to pray without what ceasing? To always pray out of season and in a season.
Help us today.
There are all types of seasons.
Help us today.
My God.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So we have to always pray.
Yeah.
The season to die, the season to love,
Yeah.
season to get up, season to sit down.
Help us now.
So we have to pray in a season and out of season. When it's cold and when it's hot. It's hot now. We still got to pray. Matthew chapter 5 says, to do not be like the hypocrites. They love to pray in the synagogues,
All right.
in the churches, and seen by men. Some Christian people, the only time they pray is when they're on the church program.
All right. Wow.
But Jesus said this is a house of prayer. Our bodies are the temple of God.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You know, the Bible tells us that we shall always pray. Always pray.
That's the word.
But some of us have some bad habits.
All right. My God.
On Sunday mornings, the husband of this family, they asked, where my Bible at? He asked his wife, where's my Bible? I can't find it. Where is it?
All right.
Honey, I haven't studied all week, but where is it at? I can't find it. So finally, they found the Bible and loaded up the kids and put them in the car. The whole time, it was driving to church. It was fussing and fighting, husband and wife. Kids in the backseat hollering and screaming. The whole time, coming to church. As soon as they got to the church, they fixed themselves up. The wife fixed her hair. Then they walked into the church, holding hands. How you doing, Pastor, today? Some folks, we can't pray until we come to church.
All right. My God.
The Bible tells me, I think I heard this before, I may not be what I want to be,
Yeah.
but I'm not what I used to be. God is the only prayer away. God is the only one prayer away. And he's standing at the front door, waiting open arms for somebody to come in.
Thank you, God.
He hears our petition. Huh?
Yes, sir.
He takes care of us.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
He favors us.
Yes.
My brothers and my sisters, God, Holy Spirit, would help us in all of our infirmities.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
My Lord.
In our weaknesses, physically and spiritually.
Yes.
Because we do not know a lot of times what you and I should be praying for.
Right. Yeah. You're right. You're
Pray
right.
for.
Preach the word now.
You know, when we are praying to God, we have tears running down our face.
All right.
We can't get the words out.
All right.
You know, we struggling, trying to get our prayers up. But God is our petition.
Yeah.
It's our petition. The words just won't come out of our mouths. We're crying and looking ugly. But at times, Pastor, I got on my knees and cried to God that's not coming out of my nose. I need some God, I need a prayer. So sometimes we have to look ugly. But Jesus Christ is there to intercede for us.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
Effective prayer from a righteous man, confessed by prayer of a righteous man avail it much. gloves.
Yeah.
Just take the gloves off.
Yeah.
And go and do your fighting on your knees.
Yeah.
Take the gloves off, y'all.
Glory to God.
And do your fighting on your knees this morning.
Yeah.
My Lord.
On your knees this morning.
My Lord.
That God will move all your enemies.
Yeah. Come on.
God will move all your enemies
Yeah.
out the way.
Amen.
Yeah.
He will move.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lord, please teach me how to pray.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, teach me how to pray and what to pray for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 7 tells us, to ask, and you shall receive.
Yeah.
Seek, you shall find, and knock. The door will be open unto you. My brothers and my sisters, Jesus knows our hearts.
Yes, he does.
He knows what exactly was on our mind.
Yeah.
Is that what the scripture says?
Yeah.
And believe it or not, he knows the very words that comes out of our lips before we even say it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, God.
Yes, sir.
Before we even say it, he already knows what's going to come off our mouth.
Yeah.
Jesus makes intercessory for the saints of God.
Amen. Amen.
Psalm 46 says, in verse 18, says, the Lord is near to all of those that call on him. The Lord is near to all of those that call upon him.
Yes, sir. Praise the Lord.
The Bible tells us,
My God. My God.
if it's your will,
Yes, God.
God.
Yes.
Yes.
Lord, you have a custom.
All right.
We got to have a custom
All right.
to saying, God, if it's your will, be done.
My
A
God.
lot of times we praying, y'all, it's not God's will at this time to answer your prayer. God is not McDonald's. It's not a few. This is not McDonald's. You can't have it your way. Lord, help us this morning. How often do you pray? Once a day, twice a day, 3 times a week, 1 time a week, once a month, once a year, or not at all?
My God. My God.
Not at all. Look, watch now, watch me. Little prayer, little power. Much prayer, much power.
Glory.
We got to always remember also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters in Christ, we have to always remember that when we're praying, listen to me now, we have to always say our Father first. Am I right? And then now, if you don't end with in Jesus Christ's name, it's too bad.
My God.
He don't hear you.
My God.
He don't hear you.
My Lord.
It won't be pre-approved. If you don't say in the name of Jesus, it won't be pre-approved when you're praying. We should all have a war room.
You're right. You're
Down
right.
here. What's your quietness, Bill?
Yeah, come on.
We all should have what you call a war room.
Yeah.
A praying closet that we can duck into.
Woo, glory to God. Thank you, God. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Jesus taught his disciples on how to pray.
Yeah.
Huh? How to pray. Does anybody, or any of our children know the Lord's Prayer? Anybody?
My God. My God. My God. Yeah.
We have to learn it as a child growing up.
All right.
The Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. Man.
Although we started out with nail lay me down to sleep.
Yeah.
For the Lord, the soul to keep, if I die before I wake. I pray the Lord that my soul to take. But now we're praying our Father who art in.
Yeah. My
Yes,
God.
sir. My.
His very own disciples, he had taught him how to pray. We must learn how to teach our children how to pray as well.
Yeah.
As well. My brothers and my sisters in Christ, we got to have some blind faith.
All right.
Now, y'all ain't hear me more. I'm going to hear somebody going here in a minute.
Yeah.
He said we have to have some blind faith
Yes, sir.
to be able to call those things that are not as if they were.
My God.
You got to be able to see the my blessing afar off. I didn't see it afar off. Afar off.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we need to have a pair of God's eyeglasses
All right.
to be able to see what he's talking about to us today. Don't be like down Thomas.
Come on.
Y'all remember down Thomas?
Yeah.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ, he resurrected and he came back and showed himself to the disciples and Thomas wasn't there at the time. And Thomas said, well, I don't believe I gotta see it.
My God.
Here's the way some of us sometimes, Lord, prove yourself, Lord, give it to me right now. And so Christ showed him the purity of the size of the tongue. He showed him the nail within his hand. He said, "Don't tell you one thing, you're going to miss out on your blessing, but those that not seen and believe is blessed."
My God.
Yes, sir.
Help us today, God. Psalm 146 and verse 5 tells us, happy is he who has God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord. He said, blessed are they that have Jacob, God as their helper. For their hope this morning. Jesus Christ is our chaplain.
Yes, sir. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
All we have to do,
Yes, sir.
watch this. My brothers and my sisters, while on this Christian journey, in order to pray to God, you and I do not have to schedule appointments.
My God. Thank you for it, God.
All you have to do is dial up Jesus. But you can't use the cell phone.
All right.
Well, on this Christian journey, all you have to do is dial up Jesus, but you can't use the cell phone. It won't work. All you have to do is say Jesus. In the name of Jesus. That's all you got to say. But if you don't dial your prayer request, but if you don't 911 your prayer request, does not mean that he does not hear you.
My God.
If you don't 911 your prayer request, it don't mean you don't hear what you're calling it. Doesn't mean that.
My Lord.
But he's there.
Yes, he is.
We do not serve, y'all understand, brethren? We do not serve a God of convenience. Be the God of else.
All right.
Let me finish my sermon. I'm getting too excited. We must fully believe, my brothers and sisters in Christ, this morning, saints. Sad to say, a lot of Christians, they stop believing in God and stop attending church because God do not come down and hand deliver their prayer requests.
My God.
They give up.
Give up.
Come off his throne and hand deliver their prayer requests. And prayer requests. But I have no problem, y'all.
All right.
If you don't FedEx mines to me.
All right.
You heard me, Pastor? I have no problem if you don't FedEx my blessings to me. I don't have no problem with that. The bottom line is everything is only temporary.
All right.
The bottom line, my brothers and sisters in Christ, everything is temporary. That car you have ain't yours. The house you live in, not yours.
All right. Come on.
That boat you go selling in, it's not yours. That child of yours is not really yours. Everything you have, I'm going to say it again. Everything you have my sisters. In other words, you and I are not a human being that is trying to have a human experience, but we are Christian beings that's trying to have a God-like experience.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
God-like experience.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Mastering the human experience.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And please don't forget to pray for others.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Please don't forget
Say it.
to pray for others.
Yeah.
All right.
Lone Ranger, without Tonto,
All right.
was nothing.
All right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Proverbs 27 and verse 17 says, earn sharpen earn.
All right. All right.
I need y'all prayer. We need each other prayer.
Yes, sir.
Pray for somebody else.
Yes, sir. Pray.
Pray for somebody else.
Yes, sir.
The Bible tells us here, it says, for the family that prays together, stays together. Huh? Be encouraged this morning, Mount Olives.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
All right. Come on.
Be encouraged this morning, Mount Olives.
Yeah.
No matter how many kickbacks that you may have in your life. No matter how many kickbacks
No matter.
that you have in your life.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We are only a prayer away from God solving them.
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28 to 13 says, come unto me, all of you are heavy laden and heavy burden, for I will give you rest, for my burden, my yoke is easy this morning.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
My brothers and my sisters, before we leave the hospital, the church, the potter's house this morning, please stop worrying about your problems.
All right.
Never lose your hope and never allow your infirmities to hinder you from receiving your blessing from God today.
All right.
So hold your chin up this morning.
Yeah.
Hold your chin up high because you have been healed today.
Yeah.
How can rejoice?
All right.
Now we can
Yeah.
rejoice.
Yeah.
Always rejoice.
Yeah.
Rejoice in the Lord and be not anxious for nothing.
Yeah.
But in everything in prayer and supplication. The thanksgiving and for now on that your request be known to God.
Yeah.
I'm starting to close now.
All right.
My brothers and my sisters,
Yeah.
as I come to a conclusion, as I come to close of my sermon today,
All right.
let us not, my brothers and my sisters,
Yeah.
be discouraged this morning. Let me drop this one on you.
Yeah.
Jesus is our intercessor.
Yeah.
He's our spokesperson.
Yeah.
We all need this morning appointed attorney.
Yeah.
Jesus is our appointed attorney. Our courtroom appointed attorney. Can I get a witness? He is our petition. Jesus is our lawyer in the courtroom. Can I get a witness? Didn't he rescue Daniel in the lion den? Didn't he rescue Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego from the fire and furnace? this morning.